What's up, everybody, and welcome to ITG Daily, the show that brings you the hottest in gaming news. I'm Drew Bosley. You can find me on Twitter at ArtisticGamer28, and that's the one, the only. It's Scott Savage. You can find him on Twitter at Savage. Scott, what's happening, buddy? It's Tuesday already.
I've seen some pretty interesting things today. I think I shared one to the group. Different artists taking on different games. It opened my mind to a lot of the possibilities.
Dude, the world is endless. That's for sure. And it's just like our show, where you can find over at InsideTheGame.ca, podcast services, and TV streaming networks around the globe. Scott, coming up on today's show, FromSoftware's next title. We'll see a small delay. We'll talk about that, as well as a free closed beta test. Ha! That's actually kind of cool. GTA Trilogy data leakers are at it once again, and the video game industry sees sales numbers climb high right through the roof, dude. Like, these are mind-blowing numbers. I'm telling you, I can't wait to get there to talk about it. But dude, let's get going, because FromSoftware's highly anticipated action RPG has been pushed back to February 25th, 2022. This comes via Twitter. That's right, we're talking about Elden Ring. Elden Ring will release on February 25th, 2022, as the depth and strategic freedom of the game exceeded initial expectations. Thank you for your trust and patience. We look forward to seeing you experience the game in the closed network test in November. Dude, I had no idea that was even a thing.
No, I wasn't expecting that, just because of the nature of the game.
Well, exactly, right? So let's get into this one, because this article comes from Dom Petiet over at VG247. Elden Ring gets free closed network test coming to consoles in November. That's right, coming to consoles. I like that idea. FromSoftware's Elden Ring is getting a closed network test in November. Publisher Bandai Namco has revealed the test, which is being held in order to improve the quality of the product, will be completely free to all who get in, and will run as 5 sessions. You'll need to register for a chance to play the test before November 1st, and at the time of writing, there isn't a massive amount of detail on what is actually playable when it goes live. So from the registration page, it looks like the test will be playable on Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, PS4, PS5. No PC data whatsoever. So there's no date for the beta there. No idea what's going on in the world of PC. But consoles, they got some inside information going on there. As per a dedicated closed network test site from Bandai Namco, the game will be playable in 5 sessions from November 12th to the 15th. Session 1 comes in at 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. PT on November 12th. Eastern time, that's 6 a.m., 9 a.m. for us Eastern over here. Session 2 will be November 12th at 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. That's not too bad. I could probably live with that one. And session 3 wraps up on November 13th. Mid session will be November 13th. This is 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern. I like that time. November.
Yeah, that's a little easier to get into.
Absolutely. November 14th will be 6 a.m. again and 9 a.m. And then lastly will be November 15th from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Once again, for the fans, all you have to do is go to check out eldenring.com. Register and cross your fingers you get picked. That's about it.
Yeah. Oh, and get in line behind me, because I'm definitely signing up for that one. Ooh. Even if it's just, I hope it'll be one boss fight, even. Even if it's like a training guy. Give me a wireframe. That's fine.
That's a wireframe. That's one of the things. Like, what do you think we'll get out of this test? It's going to be a free closed beta test. You'll probably have to sign some sort of NDA. You won't be allowed to leak any of the information that you played. No screenshots, no video, no nothing. I'm sure somebody will do it anyways. But that's the biggest thing when it comes to getting in. Dude, Elden Ring, one of the most highly anticipated games coming out early next year, just got pushed again. Just slightly though, right? Just really about a month. Not a big deal. But how much work can they get accomplished in that month from this November test? Is that why the November test is coming? Well, let's go. Okay, you know what? Yeah, they saw.
Must be.
Well, they said it here in their tweet on Twitter that as the depth and strategic freedom of the game exceeded initial expectations. Dude, how open is this?
I'm thinking somebody found a way to, cheese a character to be way too strong. I've seen similar things happen in other RPGs. Even the South
Skyrim.
Park one is what I'm thinking of. Skyrim. Yep, that guy was level 1,000 out of the gate. But there's all these kind of intricacies that people find and exploit. Yep. So I have a lot of confidence it'll be something to address that.
Well, I'm curious to see how many people actually get into this thing. So I said, as we keep covering Elden Ring, I'm the one watching from the outside in, taking a look at the game and kind of following along as closely as I can. But for me to get in to play this, I'd be wasting their chances on me because they're not going to get much out of me. I'm just going to get slaughtered. But I'm still curious to see, like, what are they looking to see here with this test? How many bugs are they going to find? That's the problem. You can do internal testing, but dude, until it really kind of goes out into the wild, that's when the real test begins, right? That's when you see players breaking games. That's when you see all these other bugs pop out of nowhere. I remember, dude, you'll never forget it. Assassin's Creed, hang on, wait for it. Well, it is, oh, dude, I was just playing it the other day. Not Syndicate. What was the one after Unity? That's what it was. Assassin's Creed Unity PC bug came out and the faces were gone, dude. It was just eyeballs, right? Like,
I remember. I think Nate sent me a picture of that one, and that was strange.
Well, that's just it. But nobody caught that internally until it went into the wild. And the minute it hit the wild, dude, the face like that pops up on a game like Assassin's Creed. It just went viral. The thing went everywhere. Everybody knew all about it. Ooh, don't play this game because there's so many bugs over here on the PC version. So hopefully by doing this test, enough people get hands on it, so they'll be able to watch all the feedback, take in that feedback, and make any adjustments before February 25th when the game actually launches. And we'll see, like, no game is ever perfect, Scott. We know that. But there are a lot of games that come out really, really polished. And that's all at this point you can really ask for. Because like I said, you never know until it's out there in the wild and somebody does something just out of the ordinary that someone else hasn't thought of. And it just crashes everything. I did a test. Actually, I was part of a preview event for... holy crap, I'm going blinded today. It was Immortals Phoenix Rising. So I got in there with early on Ubisoft, and I'm doing one of the puzzles. And the guy says, take your ability, and you'll be able to solve this puzzle. Basically what it was is to get to this chest, right? You had to shoot an arrow through the grate, which then hit this bar, and would spin it, which then opened up the gate, allowed you to go through. Dude, I didn't do that. Instead, I got this double jump ability, and then it shoots you up using this other ability, which actually has arrows. So it's more of like a ground attack that you shoot these arrows out of the bottom of Phoenix as she jumps up to then hurt the enemies. Dude, I did a double jump. Then I hit that ability, which then took me up higher, which took me over the wall and allowed me to glide in. And the guy's like, yo, I've never seen anybody do that, right? So it's just somebody else who thinks something differently to accomplish the same thing, which some people just don't think of. And he says, I got to report that now back to the developers to say, hey, this guy just pulled this off. Is this something you want to do in the game? It's one of those things, right? So this is why these tests are so important. Now, I didn't break the game. I just achieved the same objective in a different manner, and one they hadn't even thought of. So that was kind of cool on my part to actually think outside the box, but at the same time, it's one of those little bits of information, right, that the developer would like this to know this, because they can it'll either break the game or it'll help improve the game, and maybe they can exploit that little bit of knowledge that I just gave them to see what they can do in other parts of the game. But still, dude, there's a lot going on in the world of games. Games are not easy to make. They're very, very difficult. And this is one of the biggest games I probably would expect to see next year. Don't you think?
Oh, I think so. Yeah. Consider that Halo is coming on this side of the new year.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So that's definitely going to, clear the waters for 2020.
Oh, man. I forgot that's still coming. But that's right. That's coming up in December, man. That's just around the corner, too. We're only just about a month away, really. A month and a week or two.
Oh man, between that and Battlefield, it's going to be hard to wrangle me down for some reviews. I gotta say, a good lineup coming down.
Oh man, we have so much in the tank for reviews right now. But dude, what else is we're gonna get there? I think and hoping for is GTA Trilogy. We'll get GTA 5 like aiming, according to a recent data mine Yeah, dude. According to this, new data mine leakers are out there. This comes from Ryan Gilliam over at Polygon. Prolific GTA data miner, Alligator. Dude, that's a wicked name. That's ALLOC8OR. Well done, Alligator. Who recently data mined the upcoming game's achievements, has discovered some hidden text on Rockstar's website that indicates some major improvements coming to GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. It looks like GTA Trilogy will see an updated control scheme more akin to the fans expect from GTA 5. Dude, okay, we've talked about how I still feel to this day that GTA 5 is even a little clunky. So I was kind of hoping they'd take it one step further and go to the Red Dead.
It feels just a little strange. Red Dead, I think, has the superior form, but I'm trying to think back to Grand Theft Auto 3. I think that was just lock-ons. In Vice City, I don't think you could freely aim the gun at all.
Probably.
Unless it was a sniper rifle.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
To have kind of a free aim on that makes a lot of sense. I remember that step when it went to San Andreas was a really big deal. So I know there's going to be two camps, basically. One group is going to not like any changes.
Yeah.
Which is fair. I understand that. But then there's the other group like me who I want to see the most polished new version of that.
Well, that's just it, right? Because we're not getting GTA 6 anytime soon. So this is our next foray into the world of GTA. It's kind of that trip down memory lane. The trilogy will also apparently see a host of visual improvements, although players should expect to see these to look like 20 years ago. 20-year-old games, dude. That's what we should expect these to see. Like, I don't want to see that. I want to see new visual improvements. I want to see that remaster be more of the remake. I'm more on the side now, honestly. Instead of a remaster, Scott, I want a remake of the game.
Yeah, we're capable of a lot more things that we weren't capable of 20 years ago.
For sure.
That might seem like a long time ago, but time really flies. I'm really trying to think about something from 2001 and how that looked, but at the time I was all about Nintendo, so I was on a GameCube. Graphics weren't something I even considered.
Sure. No, it's one of those things, it's going to be cool to play GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas, but I don't want them to look like I'm still playing them from way back in the day. I want to see some new and improvement visuals. Yeah, a good control scheme, which I said would be more preferred for me, at least on Red Dead 2, than GTA 5. But if you're a fan of GTA 5, Scott, right now, and you're still playing that online, I think it's actually probably the better move to bring the new control scheme up to the current game, right? Everybody's already used to that control scheme. So then to introduce them back to the trilogy, they're already familiar with how everything works.
I think by the numbers, more people are familiar with GTA 5 than otherwise like us that played, 3 and on. But
sure,
you want to ease the waters for them to join back in so that it's an enjoyable experience.
Well, just Red Dead's got a good control scheme, though. Like, it's still not quite perfect. We've seen a lot of third-person and even first-person shooters pull it off magically, right? Like, it's just so precise, and it just works flawlessly. Where I feel GTA 5 just does feel a little clunky, and I'm hoping when they remaster 5 for next-gen consoles, that control scheme is going to get reimagined. So I wonder, Scott, let me ask you this. Do you think that the new GTA 5 remake will get remastered and that's the control scheme they're working with, or are they working with the current control scheme of the current version of GTA 5?
I don't think there's going to be that drastic of a change in the new remaster of GTA 5. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think it'll be the remaster after that of GTA 5. GTA 5 2030, I would expect to see something different by then.
Yeah, well, man, I want to see new control scheme, but that's just me. If everybody, GTA 5 is still massively popular. It is, the online component is just endless. There's so many people playing that. That community right now, to this day, is massive. And what is that, like almost a decade old by now?
Oh, so, yeah,
like
it's got to be about that long.
It skipped, dude. Well, it didn't skip. It went from PS3 Xbox 360, into the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and now it's coming over to next gen. It's going to be one of the first titles to make all 3 generations, which is just absurd to me.
It's making human generations.
Yes, it is. Dude, I got no transition into the next one after that, though. Let's get into U.S. game spending is up 3% to ready. You ready for this, Scott? $4.4 billion in September.
Holy. Now, this is just US. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, this is via NPD. This comes way of Jeffrey Russo over at gamesindustry.biz. Dude, that's a ton of moolah. September saw U.S. consumer spending on games reach $4.4 billion, a 3% increase year on year, according to the latest NPD data. Year-to-date spending reached $42.3 billion, which is a 12% rise compared to the same in 2020. Dude, that's incredible.
Yeah, oh, we knew it was growing, mostly due to pandemic lockdown, but holy, just seeing the number, 4.4 billion.
That's September,
I wonder
man.
if that's got to be more than movies pulled in this year.
Absolutely.
Being that the theaters are shut, that makes a lot of sense, but holy.
If
anybody out there doesn't believe that video games is a full industry, well, take your hand out of the sand, because
yep,
it is.
Absolutely, right? Spending on hardware increased 49% year on year to reach $412 million. Year to date, hardware spending saw a growth of 49%, reaching $3.4 billion. September broke the 33-month streak of the Nintendo Switch leading hardware sales, as the month saw the PlayStation 5 as the best-selling hardware platform in both units and dollars. For games,
they got consoles to market. That's good news.
Well, that's the biggest thing, right? If they had even more consoles, dude, they would have dominated. Honestly, PlayStation 5 still, again, stole the show. I think Xbox is starting to creep up there. They're getting there, but they got to get the consoles out. I think both of them do. Whether it's Microsoft or Sony, they both need the consoles on the market, and that's the biggest thing. Just because we're in a parts shortage right now, and that's the biggest problem for them. So we'll see what happens. When it comes to games, though, Scott, it's Madden NFL 22 remained at the number 1 since releasing on August 17th. However, the month saw a number of new releases on the best-selling charts. FIFA 22 came in second on the charts, and NBA 2K22 was third. I got a list here. You ready for the list, Scott?
Oh, I'm ready. I'm curious.
Well, coming in at number 1 was Madden NFL 22. FIFA 22 was second, and like we said, NBA 2K22 was third. 4 was Tales of Arise.
Okay.
Cool. 5 was Diablo 2 Resurrected. 6 was
that makes sense.
Deathloop. Nicely done. PlayStation exclusive. Coming out of one of my favorite studios, Arcane, which is awesome. With obviously they're a part of Bethesda. Number 7 was Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Number 8, Ghost of Tsushima. Number 9 was Spider-Man Miles Morales, still sticking around. Number 10 came in with Life is Strange True Colors. Go check out our review over on InsideTheGame.ca. You can see our thoughts on Life is Strange True Colors. Just go check it out. There's a lot to talk about there. And man, I don't want to spoil it. So number 11 was Mario Kart 8. Number 12 is Diablo Prime Evil Collection. So we'll see how that one kind of fares for next month. And number 13 was Sonic Colors Ultimate. Number 14, dude, Minecraft. Like, it's just
holy.
Ow.
Minecraft will never die. You know, when are they going to come out with Minecraft 2?
They don't have to. Honestly, they just don't have to, man.
No. I'm starting to wonder if it'll be on the next Windows update.
It just gets packaged in, and then that's what they count for sales. Number 15 is WarioWare, Get It Together. Number 16 was Assassin's Creed Valhalla. 17 was Smash Brothers Ultimate. There's another one. 18 was Animal Crossing New Horizons, which just saw the release of a new patch that's going to be, they talked about it in a new direct. The amount of content that's coming to New Horizons, dude, it's incredible. And if you got the new expansion pass, don't get me going on that one. You can also get it for free. Number 19 saw Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 edition. What the heck is that? And then lastly, coming in number 20 was one of my favorite games, Mortal Kombat 11. Get over here, buddy.
That is that's a good one. Do you have a favorite out of all of this list? Is there one that sticks out to you?
Wow. I got a couple. That's the problem. Are you making me pick one?
Yeah, I'm curious. I want to see which one because I think I know a few that you're looking at, but
I'm definitely looking at Spider-Man, but I'm going with Ghost of Tsushima.
okay.
What'd you think I was going to go with?
I know Mortal Kombat's a big one.
Yes,
Ghost of
it
Tsushima,
is.
absolutely.
Yeah,
But Deathloop is kind of the new fresh one for you. So
it
it was
is.
really split between those.
You can check out my review over at InsideTheGame.com, but Insider, I give it an 8.5. That game is not going to be for everybody. I think there's a lot of people that love it, and then there's a lot of people that don't like it at all because of the time loop scenario and a lot of stuff. But I had a great time. It was a lot of fun. It's a cool game. And again, Arcane, shout out to them. Bring me Dishonored 3.
Yes, please.
I don't think it's gonna happen, dude. But Scott, why don't we move on, buddy? It's your turn. You're up. What game announcements and releases do we have for today?
Oh, we have. Ooh.
We got a list, man.
Yeah, we have a couple announcements here. Riders Republic will offer a time-limited trial week, and that begins October 22nd, and it lasts until the 27th. Okay, I'm excited for this one.
Me too.
Players can enjoy 4 hours of Riders Republic for free, and you keep your progress for the full game relaunch. That's really cool. I like
It's
that.
a nice touch.
Oh, yeah. Well, they will offer a worldwide time-limited trial, and this will be on Xbox One, Series XS, PlayStation 4, 5, Stadia. Hey, I like that. And Windows PC systems as well. This is appearing both on Ubisoft Store and the Epic Game Store.
Nice.
I wonder if they had to cut a deal for that one. That seems interesting.
I'm not sure how that one worked, but it's everywhere.
We also, yes, just about everywhere. And we also have a new announcement from Iceberg Interactive. Savings of up to 90% will be available on over 40 titles from their catalog until October 24th. Okay, so we still have a little under a week here, but
Yep.
it will include 3 of their newest releases: Midnight Protocol, a minute in power, and Sacred Fire.
Yes.
I have not heard of that one, actually.
You're going to, because we got codes today for it.
All right. I like the sound of that. There is some big free updates for Star Dynasties that will include... Oh, sorry. There's a confirmation of a paid DLC coming early next year. Okay, so that is still well supported.
Yep.
And Blazing Sails kicks off a limited time Halloween event and is releasing new DLC pack, Undead Pirate Pack. Okay, that's cool. Now, as far as full releases go, we have Inscription on PC, and Into the Pit on Xbox Series XS1 and the PC.
There we go. Dude, that's not a bad show at all. Dude, that was there's some hot topics. Riders Republic, I think a lot of people are sleeping on that game. I think they need to kind of pay attention to it. We're in for it. We're big Ubisoft fans here. We like a lot of their content. And if you had any past experience with Steep, Scott, you talk about you bring this one up all the time. Steep was their first iteration on this, and I think this is them expanding on it and bringing this Riders Republic because it has all that snowboarding, skiing aspect in there. But they're expanded on that with so many other, extreme sports. When it comes to Riders Republic, I gotta give it a shout out to Ubisoft for this one. I'm looking forward to it. So many people can get in at once to race down any hill, mountain, whether you wanted a wingsuit, you name it, it's all there. It's definitely really cool. Up to 32 players and across all platforms.
Oh, that's going to be a wild ride. I call it Steep Summer Games, but that's very reductive. There's a lot more to this one.
There's a ton more to this one. So something people should keep their eye on. And there's going to be a ton of game modes. And the fact that you can actually keep all your in-game progress, I thought was a nice touch as well. So that's cool. You don't have to start over. Dude, I hate starting over. I really don't like doing it. But sometimes you just have to, because I just did it with Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And now I'm like 30 hours in and still scratching the surface. But either way, dude, that's going to wrap up today's show. Everybody, thank you for hanging out with us. You can always follow me over on Twitter at ArtisticGamer28. And of course, Scott as Savage. But you can also catch our show InsideTheGame.ca, podcast services, TV streaming networks around the globe. Until tomorrow, everybody, we'll see you inside the game.